Hello everyone, welcome to Apex Hours Pardot series, and today we are gonna talk about forms, landing pages, and layout templates. To give you a brief introduction about myself, I'm Bhakti Siddhavarthi, a solution architect at Eternal Solutions, a volunteer career counselor helping IPD people in transition phase, and last but not the least, a constant learner. You can connect to me on my Twitter handler or my LinkedIn profile, and I will be happy to help you with any of your Pardot queries. So today I'm going to talk about Pardot Forms, progressive profiling in Pardot Forms, form handlers, landing pages, and then we are going to see a demo on how to create Pardot form handlers and landing pages. And after that, we are going to discuss about layout templates. So let's begin with the session. Pardot form. Pardot form is a very powerful tool to generate leads. Some of the common examples are contact us form or any offer subscription form or any form where a company has hosted its white papers, and before downloading those white papers, company wants to know who is downloading that white paper. So all these forms are helping companies to turn anonymous visitors into identified prospects. And this is the basic goal of a Pardot form tool. Pardot forms are hosted on Pardot platform only, so you don't need any hosting provider. So progressive profiling is a very, very important concept while designing Pardot forms. Progressive profiling allows to conditionally display fields on the form based on other fields' previous completion on forms. So we can visualize this by this diagram. Say first a visitor comes, lands into the contact us form, and he fills the details like first name, last name, email, and company. If he next time opens the form, then all this information will be pre-filled, and along with it, 2 new fields will be added, that is job title and phone. If he visits the same form or any other form third time, then apart from this, a new field called country should be displayed, and a prospect should be able to enter the country information. So by doing this, companies allowing to incrementally fill the information of a prospect. And this is very important because in a form, if you give 7 to 8 fields to a prospect, the chances are people are never going to fill it, and your conversion is very low. So progressive profiling, incrementally taking the information about a prospect, is a very important concept while designing a Pardot form. And we will see how to configure progressive profiling in the demo. But before that, we jump to our next concept, which is form handlers. Now consider a scenario where there is a company who has invested extensively in their website, and they have a very complex website structure in place with a lot of existing forms. In this case, the company wants to keep all the existing forms and still send the prospect data from these forms to Pardot. Now, as we see in the Pardot forms are hosted on Pardot. That means you will need to create a Pardot form and then host it on Pardot. But here there are already created forms on the website of a company. So in that case, Pardot Forms cannot be used. So Pardot has come up with a feature of form handlers. Form handlers allow existing forms to send data to Pardot. We will see how to configure a form handler in the demo. But before that, we move to our next concept, which is landing pages. Landing pages are single web pages created for marketing campaigns. So say your company has come up with a exciting offer and you want to quickly create some good marketing assets around that offer and send it to your customers via email. So landing page is the solution for you. Landing pages are also used to host Pardot forms. So let's quickly check out how to build Pardot forms. So here I'm logged in into Salesforce, and once I'm logged in into Salesforce, I opened Pardot Lightning app. In the Pardot Lightning app, there is a tab called Content. When you select this tab, the first option that is available is Forms. And here is plus Add Form button from where you should be able to create a new form. So I already have a form created. We'll see how I have created it. So this is Contact Us website form. Name of the form, tags, folders where I want to store the form, tracker domains and campaigns to which you want this form to associate with. Next, I'll enter all the fields on the forms. So I want first name, last name, email, company. And once the prospect fills all this information, then only the job title should be displayed. So to do this, I click on Edit and go to Progressive tab. And I select this option which says show this field only if prospect already has data in the following fields, that is email, first name, last name, and company. And I save it. Now my job title will only be enabled if there is already a prospect who has filled these 4 fields and has again visited the same form. So same setting with the phone number, first name, last name, email, company. If there is data in these 4 fields, then only display phone number. And my third step is country field, which says if all other fields of the form are filled, then only display this field on the form. So I click this, click on next. And here is a layout template. Layout template is another styling component of Pardot. So we are going to talk about it. For now, select the standard layout that is by default available. This is the submit button. So after I enter the details in the fields, I will be presented. I have to store these details, and this is the name of the button that is used to store the data in Pardot. I have some styling attributes, like what if I want to display something above the form, below the form, some out of box styling options, and an advanced tab. So the first Option here is kiosk data entry mode. If you enable it, Pardot will disable the cookies on the form. And that way you should be able to enter data for multiple prospects. But with this option, the progressive profiling will not work. Kiosk or data entry mode is used in case you have hosted a kiosk center or yeah, a trade show where your sales rep has to enter the data of multiple prospects from a single laptop. Then include the link not you. It allows visitors to reset the form, and a reCAPTCHA button. The next is whenever the form is filled successfully, what message you want to show the subscribers, and I showed thank you. Also, you want that user should not fill the same form again and again by clicking 2-3 times. So there is a option available. Disable the 10-minute warning period after submitting a form. If you click this, the form will always be displayed after submission. Otherwise, the form will be disabled for a 10-minute waiting period, so that there are no way to enter the same data again and again. And then there is completion action. So if a person fills a form, then what do you want to do? You want to send him a autoresponder email, or you want to add him to a campaign. Here I want to tag the prospect as contact us. So confirm and save, and the form is ready. You can see there are few buttons over here. So view online button. Here is how your form looks like. First name, last name, email, company, and seal. If you see that there are few reports available, total views, unique views, conversions, total submissions, unique submissions, errors, clicks, and unique clicks. So all these tracking data is available directly in Pardot, and it is done using the cookies. And all these actions are available on the form. So next is form handlers. When we see this Pardot form is hosted on Pardot only. But if there are the scenarios where a company already has forms and still want to push the data into Pardot, there are form handlers. So here is how you can create a new form handler. I have already a form handler created. We can see how a form handler is created in Pardot. So name, the basic details, which are same as Pardot Forms. Kiosk mode, enable data forwarding. Completion action, whenever a form handler submits data or a prospect into Pardot, then what action should be needed to taken. You can use any of these. I want to tag this as contact us form handler. So any prospect which is created in Pardot from this form handler will be tagged as contact us form handler. Now the next very important feature, which is the form fields. So this particular form handler is used to enter what fields of prospect. So here I have entered email, first name and last name. And the structure looks like there is the external field name, email. This is the name of the HTML element on your website form field element. And this is mapped to which prospect field, data format, and whether it is a required field or not, save changes. This way, enter all the fields that you want form handler to push into Pardot. And then save the form handler. So once you save it, you will get form handler code, which is a form action. So you have to use this form action in the form which is used to get data from your website. You have to replace your form tag on your website with this form tag. And second, you have to make sure that all these elements exist in your form. And thus you can easily send data from your website into Pardot. Pardot form handler is also associated with the reports. So these are different reports. Conversion report, total submission, unique submission. You can see none of the tracking reports are available, like views, unique clicks, because this form handler is not hosted on, the form is not hosted on Pardot, it is hosted on the website. And that's why all the tracking data will not be available with form handler. So this was all about Pardot forms, and we move to the next concept, which is landing pages. Landing pages, as we discussed, they are the way to create the marketing assets. And there's a button through which you can create a landing page. I have an existing landing page. And let's see how it is configured. So the basic details, which are almost same as that of form. You can also enter title of the landing page. You can hide it from search engine if you want. Next. Now you want to create it as a static page, select no. If you want to associate this form, this landing page to host a Pardot form, use contact us website. Or if you want to create a new form and then associate it with a landing page, with this landing page, then use first option. Click on next. So for now, select the standard layout. We are going to talk about layout templates in a moment. Landing pages, landing page content. So here I uploaded an image that I want to display on this page. And I click on confirm and save. To save the landing page. So as soon as you save it, there's a view online button available and you can click on it and go to the form. So here, this landing page is used to host my contact us form. I can use this. I can enter the details. The thing. And save. As soon as it is saved, it says thank you. Close it. I open it again. I visited the page again. At this time, it gives me another two fields, which is job title and phone, that I configured as progressive profiling fields. So I entered architect, give some random phone number, and I again save it. Now I visit the landing page third time and it gave me the country. So I say United States and save. So if you now go to prospects, you can see this prospect is created and available readily in Pardot with all the tracking data. So this was all about the different concepts of Pardot. We move to our next topic, which is layout templates. Layout templates basically defines the style element of forms, landing pages in Pardot. Layout templates are also used site search results. So let's check out how to configure layout templates in Pardot. Again, go to Content tab. And here you can see layout templates. Layout templates are used to style the form and landing pages. So you can click on add layout template to create a new layout template. Click on standard. Layout. This is the standard layout provided by Pardot. And here we are going to create a new layout. So I name this layout as Contact Us Layout. And you can see that there is a title and a content merge field here. So this will be replaced by the code of landing page or form. The title is replaced by the title on the landing page that we saw while configuring the landing page. Now the best part here is if you want to configure the styling of your forms or landing pages, there are already some responsive templates available and you can import from there. So you saw I imported a template and you get a sample template readily. You can also create your own styling. Now go to forms. So here is the styling of all the forms and their fields. And then there is site search results that you can customize. And site search content is inserted into the content tag and layout. Now here is an option to preview the changes. So I click on preview changes. And this is how this layout looks like. So I saved it. And then I go to my contact us form. And changed my layout to contact us layout. Save it. View online. And you can see my form is readily available with the template. So you can make use of these ready-made templates. There are more templates available over the internet. You can also use them, get them imported into your Pardot.org and use them to style your website. I hope you enjoyed the session. So thank you, and follow us on Twitter handler, our website, and YouTube channel. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.